it's me. Hope you're all having an amazing day today. It's Wednesday, which means it's a week since we held our big summer party, which was in aid of Warrington Food Bank. So if you missed it, don't worry, we'll be doing it again next summer, I think. So what we did is last Thursday, I got all dressed up. We hosted a party. We had some amazing spoken word poetry from the fantastic Kate Jenkinson. And if anybody hasn't seen that, then send me a DM. I will send you our copy of it. It's incredible. We watched some video from Warrington Food Bank. We chatted to some of our amazing supporters. We announced some of the raffle winners, and we opened up the silent auction. Now, the story behind this is that I was literally just minding my own business, eating my lunch, and reading the Warrington Guardian. So the Warrington Guardian is our local paper, and in there it had an article that said that the Warrington Guardian and the other papers in the Guardian group were looking to raise money for the Warrington Food Bank because over the summer, the children who normally get a hot dinner find themselves obviously not having that hot dinner provided for at school, which means that families are under extra pressure to feed their children without that support of free school meals. Now, I'm no Marcus Rashford or Pudsey the Bear, but I just thought, if £5,000 is the total that the papers are trying to raise, that's obviously going to make a significant difference to them. Like £5,000. Now, call it what you want, but I just thought, I'm sure we could raise that money. I'm not sure how, but I'm sure we could raise that money. Now, is there some guilt in there that I charge £5,000 for someone to come and sit with me for 2 days? as one of my beautiful children said to me the other day, they went, to just sit and talk to you. People pay thousands of pounds. Yes, they do. And £5,000 to me in my business is an amazing amount of money, of course, but we're making that day after day, week after week, month after month, right? And I was like, surely we can raise 5K. Surely we can raise 5K. I took a screenshot of the paper and I put it in the group chat. Now, my team are just amazing. And they were all hoping to have last week off, basically. I was supposed to be off last week. Paul's going on holiday tomorrow, so he was kind of tying up all his loose ends. Lisa was going away for the weekend for her husband's 40th. Gillian was doing stuff with her mum. Natalie was taking some time off as well. Everybody was hoping last week was going to be a quiet week. We haven't got a launch happening until September. We've closed out the last launch. I'm doing a masterclass on Friday. But apart from that, from a team point of view, there wasn't that much to do until I posted that in the group chat. And I was like, I think we should do something for this. We should do an event. Why don't we do an online event? And I will invite people to come to it. We will ask people to donate raffle prizes. And Paul said about doing a silent auction. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to voice note some people that I know and say, look, can you put this thing in for the auction? Within 24 hours, we had a landing page. We had the kind link set up. It really does say something that I messaged the food bank and the Warrington Guardian saying, I'm going to do this thing. And they both didn't get back to me. And the Guardian did actually, but the food bank didn't get back to me until the other day, right? Because people just don't move that fast, right? Especially in the third sector, which is fine. But my team just swung into action. Nobody said, maybe we should do this later on in the year, or why don't we do this at Christmas? It was kind of like, I was like, we should do this. We should do it next week. I'll do it on Thursday night, and I was just like, I'll do it Thursday night. I'll ask my friends. We need a landing page. We need a fundraising page. Let's go. And everyone just went, all the socials, the stories, all the tech. And then I started promoting it like mad. People were signing up. Paul did, Paul leads the whole team. Absolutely unbelievable. Then on Thursday, we delivered it and I was nervous. And I'd said I wanted to raise 5K And I set that as the target. And then I immediately felt nervous. If anyone's ever done a launch or a sale of any kind, you sort of think, I want to do this amount, but if I don't, no, it's okay. People don't really know. It's like, that kind of stuff. And in my own launches, my own fundraising, if you like, for my own business, we always go through the roller coaster. I'd like some people buy in the beginning, then it gets what we call stuck. We're like, the spreadsheet is stuck. So I'm like hoping that the spreadsheet is somehow broken and it's not that people have stopped buying. And then towards the end, everything starts to happen again. And it was very similar behind the scenes here. I think, we got to the first £1,000 and I was like, right, we've raised £1,000, which is amazing. If that's all I raise, then that's great. But, obviously I wanted to raise 5. By the time the event came around, I think we were on about 2.5, maybe 2.7. And I was thinking, right, we're not going to do 5 today. But, we're getting closer. We were nearly at 3. So fine. Then once we started doing the event and then we announced a couple of things at the event and we started the silent auction, that's when things started to move. And some of you will have seen I've got a clip of this that Paul sent me, but my adrenaline was high anyway. Hosting any kind of event is spiky with all adrenaline. The emotions of the reason we were there, very close to my heart. Very important to me, as a mother, it was all very heightened emotions. And Paul then announced that we'd hit over £8,000 in pledges and I went to pieces. So there's a video of me just like going to pieces. When we shut that call off, I sat here and I just cried. And I cried with relief that we'd pulled it off and, that it worked. And I also cried with gratitude for the people in my life that made it happen and for the people who not only just donated, but donated prizes, their time, their energy to it, every share, everything that everyone did. Like, so grateful. Everyone's like, oh, you did so well. And I'm not trying to be like fake humble. I'm just saying, like, I am the figurehead of it, but honestly, without everyone else, just would never have happened, right? Like, would never have happened. So I just sat and had a little cry. And then really sweetly, actually, Stu always plays squash on a Thursday. Anyway, he didn't play, but he was going to the club anyway. So he came back. So when I came out of here and went upstairs, had a little cry, more crying, and he turned up. And then Phil came with the food. And then we all had a curry and it was lovely. Anyway, then the rest of the week, we've been trying to match up people with pledges and all that stuff. So we didn't know how it was going to go. We didn't know if we'd get the 8. We didn't know what we'd get because, pledging and doing, saying you're going to pay for things on the silent auction is obviously a different thing than actually putting your details in and sending the money. So we spent this week tying up all that admin and getting it, for example, Eloise, who won the marketing, me as her marketing director for a month, getting all that sort of set up and started. And so I'm going to start on that stuff. So it's been very exciting. A lot of people have been very happy about the prizes that they've won. And Judith, special mention for Judith, who's very excited to have got some of the things that have been on her wish list of things to buy from me particularly and other people for a long time. So a lot of it's like the ultimate win-win-win, right? And that's what I love about it. If I thought making money for myself was exciting, and then I thought making money with other people was exciting, and then helping other people make money independently of me was exciting, then making money for complete people I'm never going to meet in a million years, possibly, probably, maybe not, I don't know. But to be able to do this for other people who are in need, it's like next level shit. Right, I know what you want to know. You want to know how much money have we raised in total? So this is total pledged directly onto the Kind link. So that money, as soon as we've finished this, really, that money will be, I don't know how, Lisa will press some magical buttons and that money will be going over to the food bank. Somebody in my lovely community is writing me a press release, so we'll be putting it in the media and stuff like that, because I want, one of the biggest things to come out of it was that other people were saying, oh, I'm going to speak to my food bank, I'm going to do more donations, I'm going to send the shopping. So I still do, I send shopping to the food bank. You always have to take it yourself. I might pick up more stuff in Morrison's or whatever. And people saying they would help with their time with their local food bank. So it's this ripple effect, which is amazing. So that's been fantastic too. Right. So I have the number. There we go. I'm not going to cry this time because I know the number. It's not going to be so much of a shock. But this is the actual total raised by you. Every person who pledged, I know your name, and that is amazing. So by you, from my community, and this is the total. We need a drum roll and a confetti cannon for next time. Ta-da! I mean, I'm not going to cry, but isn't that incredible? And just would never have happened without all the people that put in particularly the amazing, so generous prizes that they put in for the silent auction. So £12,000. I just can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. £12,644 going over to the food bank, and then there's gift aid on top of some of that as well. So just what can I say apart from thanks for being a part of it, and thanks for every little like, share, comment, pledge, donation, because that's how it works, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am a combination between Marcus Rashford and Pudsey the Bear. So yeah, I mean, how good's that? There's nothing else to say really, but it's good. It's great. And yeah, thanks guys for being a part of it. I don't even know what that would mean to a food bank. I don't know whether they would just spend it all on supplies, or if they wanted to, they could buy, a van, or I don't know, whatever they wanted with that. Like, it's a significant amount of money. So I really hope that that's going to make a big impact in Warrington, which I couldn't be any more pro Warrington if you tried. Like, I love my hometown massively. And no, Paul, the food bank don't know the total. I'm going to message them now and tell them, because I wanted to announce it. And yes, I will, Karen, when I speak to them, because they wanted to talk to me. In fact, they told me to ring them. So this is what I mean, retro. So I'm going to ring them and I'm going to give them the total. I might cry then. And I'm going to make sure they get the money. And then I will ask them what that means. What does that translate to? And, what is the impact? I'm not doing it live, Paul Green. What is the impact? I do want to get a massive check. And they're only on behind McDonald's in town. I feel like, where'd you get one of those big laminated checks from? Take it in, take a picture. That's what we used to do, isn't it? No, Paul Green, I'm not doing it now. I'll ring them and speak to them. Right, so that was it, guys. Thank you very much. I like being a fundraiser. She was like, oh, I don't like asking for money. I'm like, I'm so used to asking for money. I'm like, this is easy. It's a lot easier asking for money for other people than it is for me. So what's next from Team Helen is that Friday is the Making Millions Masterclass. Back to business, back to helping you making cash for yourselves. And then there's an announcement happening when Paul gets back off holiday as well. So that'll be quite exciting about the thing that we are doing next. So thank you very much. As always, I hope everyone's having a great holidays so far. And I will see you very soon. Thanks, guys.